The makers of the viral KONY 2012 video that drew world attention to a violent rebel campaign by fugitive Ugandan warlord Joseph KONY launched their newly released film in Uganda on Saturday, April 14th, pushing back against criticism that their work oversimplified a long-running conflict. The video, shot in the same energetic and idealistic style as the viral hit, encourages viewers to see themselves as global citizens in a close-knit world that needs to see KONY and his Lord's Resistance Army brought to justice. Ben Kisei, CEO of Invisible Children, joined hundreds of Gulu residents in a procession to mark the launch.
A big lesson we learned from the video was that it's tough to make a message for a global audience, a truly global audience, because the audience of Invisible Children, primarily for the last 9 years, has been, young individuals primarily in the West, in North America, in Europe. And most of them don't know anything about the LRA, and most of them don't have any connection. So the message has to be very, at a simple, basic level, because they don't have the context for the nuance. And so what we learned is we need to quickly have materials to go one step deeper right away, because the first message spreads so fast. So that's why we worked so hard to create the part 2, in just a couple weeks' time, to go a lot more deeper, to show the complexities of the conflict, to show the history, and so on and so on.
The KONY 2012 film became an internet sensation last month, racking up more than 100 million hits in 6 days on social media after it was first posted on the internet. Its success has been hailed for inspiring young people to activism, but the film has also been criticized for ignoring African initiatives to solve the crisis and opening up old wounds. Unlike the first video, which focuses heavily on the personality of filmmaker Jason Russell, the new video includes a plethora of African voices and more detailed context on the current status of KONY and his rebel group.
This is catastrophic. It's causing chaos. It's igniting more actual situation of starting afresh the war. But now it is against the population. This film could have been prepared with a consultation. For example, stakeholders could be consulted. We would like to project a film like this. What do you think? People should have been asked before, instead of having the film shown now.
Joseph KONY is wanted by the International Criminal Court for war crimes. He, together with his rebel group, were ejected from northern Uganda in 2005, and it is widely believed he continues to operate through the remote jungle straddling the borders of Sudan, Democratic Republic of Congo and Central African Republic with a handful of his followers. Lord's Resistance Army victim Achira Margaret, whose ears and lips were mutilated, expressed her disappointment at limited efforts to arrest KONY.
The only thing I would have to say on seeing this movie is that I would have felt happy if they showed us how efforts to arrest KONY are progressing, but they've just recycled old pictures to arouse old memories to haunt us. I just know this is simply business. It's not targeted at saving people.
The African Union has since launched a 5,000-strong military force based in South Sudan to hunt down fugitive KONY's Lord's Resistance Army. The force is led by Uganda and brings together troops from South Sudan, the Democratic Republic of Congo and Central African Republic, as well as Uganda.